She's one of the most influential women in our area. Meet Kay Ford, a leader whose name and reputation precede her.
When I first moved here to Savannah from Atlanta, I was still working for a bank in Atlanta. And anytime I would tell anybody in Savannah that I was a banker, they would immediately say, "Do you know Kay Ford?"
If anyone knows Kay Ford, they know Kay Ford from banking. That's how I met her. But then I started seeing her, I'm involved in the community, she's ever involved in the community, and she's involved with things that really they help all people, but she has a special place for women.
If you ask Kay how she feels about being named the 2023 United Way Woman of the Year, she'll tell you she's not deserving.
First of all, very excited, very humbled to be honored by United Way with all of the hard work that everyone in our community does every year. But I think mostly there are other women in our community who have been through what I've been through, and maybe even more trying times than I've been through. I've been very fortunate. I've had a strong husband who was willing to let me go and do all the things I wanted to do. When my mom and dad were alive, they were very supportive of helping me with the children when they were young. And there are so many people in our community that don't have that support. And then I think about all of the ones that are behind the scenes all the time, that aren't comfortable doing this, but they work just as hard and just as diligently to make United Way successful, as well as other areas of our community with so many needs.
But those in her circle disagree.
She is a very, very humble person. And being in the spotlight really is not what she truly wants to do and enjoy, but she deserves it.
Kay isn't ordinary by any means. In fact, it's her extraordinary gift of being a giver that sets her apart, and her desire to want the best for everyone she encounters.
As y'all all know, Kay's full of energy, she's full of enthusiasm, and the intangible leadership she brings to any organization she's involved with.
From raising money for Savannah Chatham Casa to running for Komen and a cure for breast cancer, Kay always puts her best foot forward. For Kay, there is no such thing as a glass ceiling. She shattered every one in her path and used the pieces to pave the way for others to follow.
When she was pregnant with her children, they took her off the teller line. Can you believe that? Most people in this day and time don't understand that, but I wouldn't be sitting here today if it hadn't been for what she had done and the courage that she had.
Believe it or not, Kay has spent the past 5 decades of her life in banking, starting as a teller and working her way up the corporate ladder to become the first female president and CEO of SunTrust Bank. She's now the current chair of the Bank South Advisory Board for the Savannah market.
Kay agreed to help us relaunch in Savannah and help put a team together and a tremendous group of advisory board members. And you know, our banking experience in Savannah has been fantastic, and it's the leadership of Kay and people that she engaged us with. Wasn't long after she came on the Bank South board too at the same time, and we really benefited from her leadership and knowledge.
To her family, she's the glue that holds them together.
My mom is my role model and my hero. She is both. There is not a day that I probably would not say that if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
People have told her, no, you can't do that, and she, breaks that every single time and, comes out on top every time. And so I definitely think I take that to heart and use that in every aspect of life. And then I hope I'm instilling that in my children as well too, but she has big shoes to fill.
She is a tough lady, but she's also fair. She recognizes talent in anyone that she meets, and she also challenges them on a personal and professional level to make them better as a person.
Kay Ford is community at its core, a guiding light, a glimmer of hope that there are people in the world who continue to make it a better place. She has a long record of service on community-driven boards, including United Way of the Coastal Empire, where she was the 2016 campaign chair and still actively serves on the Strategic Plan Steering Committee and on a community investments panel.
When I look at the billboard with 206,873 lives that were touched in 1 year, it's unbelievable to me the impact that United Way has on our entire community. I saw it firsthand with my own family when I had young children growing up and I needed some help. And then through my career in banking, a lot of times the employees would come to me with family problems or family issues or needs that in the corporate environment, you have to be very careful about how you handle that. And so a lot of times I was the liaison between that employee and 211 at United Way or another one of the programs at United Way. And I've just watched firsthand the people that they were able to help and how appreciative those people were that someone at their workplace cared enough to connect them with the right person to help them with that need.
So, if you don't know Kay Ford personally, chances are you've benefited from what she's done. And we are forever grateful for her tireless contributions. In case you're wondering what's next for Kay, on January 1st, 2024, she will take her seat as the first female chairperson of SEDA, the Savannah Economic Development Authority, while still supporting the efforts of the United Way.
She's already been Woman of the Year all along. I mean, that's her walk. She's a woman that walks her talk. She's loyal, she's direct, she is firm, she's caring, she's supportive, she's loving, she's competitive, she's all those things that, I mean, that just make a stellar person, but you put it into a 5'3" blonde little package and she's just as beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside. But she's not a shrinking violet. She's solid. What you see is what you get, but what you get is quality.